Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds so good. Let's put the window. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is Pedro with you. In front of me, I have a awesome looking 2022 Ford Mustang Mach 1. Now, I have basically test driven the same car last year, being a 2021 Mach 1. This is a 2022 Mach 1 in the iconic silver metallic. Of course, this being a Mach 1, you got those Mach 1 specific graphics on it with the black and red striping. Awesome graphics that this Mach 1 here has in the front. Of course, you can see we got the red and the black and the matte black kind of stripe here going through the middle. Got a couple of intakes here for you and a big front splitter for this Mach 1, which looks fantastic. This is the only 2022 Ford Mustang in the lot right now, and it happens to be a Mach 1, which is awesome. Now, this model is a little different than the one I drove back last year. This one here is equipped with the 10-speed automatic transmission. So obviously it doesn't have the wonderful 6-speed Tremec. This has got the 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, this is basically the same car as I drove last year, same iconic silver with the black wheels. This does not have the performance or the handling package or any of those aggressive spoilers and all that stuff, but it looks so good. And now, of course, I cannot going to give up the chance to even take just a slight test drive of this Mach 1. Of course, guys, this has the 5-liter Coyote V8 on this one. We'll take a look at it in just a few moments. This is one of the the hottest cars, one of the best Mustangs that Ford has produced. Yeah, so what are the changes for the 2022 Ford Mustang? As there is some new packages, new color options, and here they are. Quite a bit of it's a bit of changes, not a lot, basically more technical packages and stuff like that for the new 2022 model year. Now, obviously, the Ford Mustang has changed quite a bit. Before it was considered a muscle car. Now I think in this platform, the way it is basically has turned into a sports car. And car and driver just did those fastest laps at VIR, and this Mach 1 basically lapped the circuit quicker. VIR, which is Virginia International Raceway, basically quicker than a new M3 M4, the new G80 M3 M4, which I have not driven, but that says a lot. Obviously the M3 is one of the benchmarks in the sports car industry, at least for sports sedans and sports coupes. For this to be an iconic car such as that, this Mach 1 in itself is an iconic car now, and such a beautiful car, but it can hold its own, and it's one of the best Mustangs that Ford has produced. You know, you got all the bits and quicks. For those of you who don't know what a Mach 1 is, basically this is kind of replacing the Mustang Bullet. You got parts now. We have no more longer available the GT350 or the 350R. So basically the Ford took some of those parts, the best parts from those 350s, and stuck them here with the Bullet motor, which got, well, you used to have 480 horsepower. Now you have 470 horsepower for 2022, and also 10 pound-feet of torque less. This basically has the 350's oil cooler, the transmission cooler, and the differential cooler. So you have all those great things. Also a lot of the bushings and a lot of the bigger stabilizer. Everything that was the best for the Mustang GT 350 was put into this Mach 1. So you got a very good package from a lot of parts spins, but it is an awesome car. Awesome Michelin Pilot Sport 4s on 275 millimeters in the rear, 255s in the front. These are basically 19-inch wheels that you're looking at here. They're awesome. Really beautiful, you know, looking wheel with some aluminum surrounding it. Of course, we got Brembo 6-piston front brake calipers, and up at the rotor size for you guys up here. I think it's on the 14.9 inch area there. We got some cooling ducts for the rotors here, right in front of the front fender here. So, and I really love those wheels. Obviously, you also get if you get the performance package, you get the bigger, nicer wheels, the different wheels with a little bit of revised suspension. You get the magnetic ride shocks as well on this thing, which is awesome. So, you know, Ford really did his job, and you know, they produced one of the best Mustangs that there is. So we have the key here. As you can see, we got the trunk opening, we got the remote start as well, and you got closing openings. You can see your continuing LED signals here for your rear lights. Smaller trunk. Obviously this is a sports coupe. We got no type of spare or anything like that. Just we have here the basically a compressor for your floor and flat. So if you get a flat, you're gonna have to either, if you can pump it up, or you're gonna have to call somebody to help you out. But pretty small trunk here, not a big of a space here, but we do have a backup camera here and the Mach 1 emblem here with all this painted black guys here. Really cool. And of course we got the spoiler here that it's not as aggressive as the one in as the handling package you can get, but it's still awesome. Of course, we got quad exhaust tips here. Of course, you got your middle light here for reverse, and of course we got the rear diffuser, which just looks awesome. So very aggressive looking Mustang. I really like it. Very subtle spoiler. You know, I really love the the wheels are pushed out to the sides. You know, this is definitely more of a sports car than it is a muscle car. So taking a look, guys, real quick. This is your base Mustang, of course, iconic 10-speed automatic. This has got the ebony cloth seats interior. This is priced at $56,385. This is just gonna be your base Mustang. This just have just the 10-speed automatic, which is under $1,600, and you got the voice activated touchscreen, which is just under $600. So this is basically just your base Mach 1. You know, I would definitely go for the handling package and all that kind of extra stuff that makes it look much cooler, but it is an awesome car overall, and basically, you know, one of the best sports cars you can get. All right, guys, let's check out and give a quick look to the awesome Coyote engine. Let's go ahead and do a quick look at it. Get this hood open, guys. It is heavy. This is quite a heavy hood. So, guys, it goes this way here. Get that, and where did this go? This has to go here somewhere. Right, there we go. 5-liter Coyote, awesome Coyote engine, 5-liter V8, producing 470 horsepower. Remember, that's down 10 horsepower from last year. 410 pound-feet of torque, down from last year that was 420. So this is basically a 470 horsepower V8, which is one of the best engines that Ford has. Awesome engine. Of course, you got a bit of a different intake for the engine here, performance intake. We do have that strut bar here on top of the engine with the Mach 1 emblem, which is awesome. This kind of rigidifies the chassis. Fantastic engine. You know, this comes from the Bullet. And this has a lot of revised parts and suspension wise, and we have also the Magna Ride suspension on this Mustang, which is awesome. You know, this is one of the best suspensions there is for this type of cars, and it definitely does the job, and Ford did an awesome job with it. What do you guys think of this beautiful Coyote engine? One of the best ones. Sounds fantastic. It's such an eargasm. Oh, this thing is just awesome. So let's bring this hood down, this prop down, put it back in there, and we'll drop the hood. Mach 1. All right, guys, go ahead and get inside the cockpit of this Mustang Mach 1, guys. I mean, guys, here we got a bit of black leather along with some light gray stitching here. Of course, we got yours. This is a pretty hard plastic still. For the interior, of course, you got a bit of aluminum trim here, and your window controls and your mirrors. You got your Mach 1 badge right here on the door. So we got your power seats here. These, I believe, are 8-way power seats. You know, specifically, these are not the optional Ricardos, but these are still pretty awesome cloth seats. I have plenty of side bolstering, and I love the design of them. As you can see, they're pretty cool the way that is. that pattern. And of course here you got the leather covered steering wheel. We have your 12-inch instrumentation and your 10-speed automatic. So let's go ahead guys and get into this cockpit. So it's a little pretty warm day today. Let's go ahead and get this Mustang started. So I have the key guys with me. I'm gonna drop the key here because we don't need it, and we're gonna head and press. Oh yes, let's turn the radio down. Hear that awesome V8 sound, that Coyote V8. Get some AC going guys. This is warm day today in Central Florida, even though it was cold this morning around the mid-50s. This afternoon it's getting a little bit hotter, so but let's hear that engine guys. Woo. Oh man, such music to my ears. Woo, that sounds awesome. Oh yes, 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 we're low on gas a little bit, but we're not gonna go on a too long of a drive. Let's go ahead and put on our seatbelt. You know, this is just a basic interior of a Mustang. Here in the middle we got that 12-inch digital screen display, which changes obviously depending on the setting. This is more of your normal mode. We got your AC outlets, we got a couple of oil pressure gauge, and we have your vacuum crate as well. Of course you got a badge here. This is number 475 Power for this year for 2022. Your Mach 1 badge, and everything else is pretty cool. You know, probably got a 6-speaker stereo in here, your basic stereo, 10-speed automatic, dual zone AC. We got your toggle switches here for all your mode stuff. So here we got the settings for normal setting for your steering wheel, sports steering. We got comfort steering, back to normal, so we're gonna put it in sport. And then we have your modes here on the toggle switch, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and press this out. We got Sport Plus, so we got that changing as well. And then we got, let me see, we go to track. Of course, the track changes quite a bit. You got a big tachometer on the top, all that. We're not going to go to track, but you know, you got drag strip as well. We got snow wet. Of course, I don't know if many people, this basically goes back to your analog settings for tachometer and speedometer, but it's pretty cool. You got a lot of information here guys, lots of way this changes, but we're gonna head and put this as normal. You also have basically Sport Plus, which we are going to leave it in, so which is a pretty cool interior detail for that. So we got another different gauges, basically your nice cover steering wheel here, which is awesome. Let me see if I can adjust this. You also got a manually adjustable steering wheel, which is pretty cool. Let me just adjust that here a little bit. And but this is it guys. You know, you got your light controls, pretty much basic interior of the Mustang has ever been, but of course we know how awesome this car is. We got the glove box here, which is a pretty good size. And of course, interior now, the visibility is not too bad. Obviously, this is much better than the Camaro. Camaro's more of a thin line, you know, of lookout, you know, of course, of the window lines. But this has got a still pretty roomy interior, as you can see. We got some sort of things up here. I don't know what that is, but we got some lights here that are pretty cool, kind of you know, old school. And we hopefully get a home link here, and we have do have a little bit of a mirror here as well. So pretty simple interior. So not much guys, as you can tell. So let's go ahead guys to get ready to go out on a drive. Let's close the door. Let's go ahead and get this girl out on a small test drive. I don't have a lot of gas, so we're gonna be doing a quick trip. Let's put a little bit of window down and see if we can hear a little bit of that exhaust, and head over this way guys. Now we have to turn around. We gotta take a quick look at that reverse camera. We gotta back up a little bit, which has got a really nice, not really nice graphics. So of course you got a little bit of a button there as well, just to, you know, do a little bit of better view. But that reverse camera is not too bad, but you're not gonna be going much reverse in this Mustang, to be honest. So let's go ahead guys and just take this girl out on a quick spin here and hear this beautiful exhaust rumble. So I love this 12-inch digital display, which is one of the best ones that Ford's done for the Mustang. So I've driven, you know, I have driven the regular base 4-cylinder Mustang. I have driven the Performance EcoBoost. I have never driven the regular V8, but this is going to be, you know, my second V8, you know, with the automatic transmission, 10-speed automatic. So we only got 17 miles, guys, on this Mustang. I'm not going to floor it, but the steering feels already so tight and so good. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounds so good. Let's put the window up, guys, so we have no more. But the 10-speed switches pretty quickly. There's a lot of speeds, a lot of gears, as you can see, guys, already in 8th gear. So not a lot of gas I have, guys, so I'm not gonna you know, push this thing very hard, but just to get the feeling of this car. So you know, this is more of a sports car. Now, you know, the Mustangs before were basically you know, muscle cars, straight 9 speed, but now things have changed so much. Now we got one of the best handling Mustangs, and in fact one of the best cars around in terms of handling of a track car. Now obviously if you get the performance, the handling package with it's going to be even better. But so here we go, we are out, and let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, this thing just feels like a go-kart, so stable, you know, so down, and it's so down and tucked down to the pavement, and the transmission responds very well. So we're in sport mode right now. I haven't done any track or anything like that, but this thing just feels fantastic. You know, awesome feeling Mustang. Now brakes are pretty new, but the brake feeling is fantastic from those 6-piston Brembo calipers. So yes, there's some good power in this girl. Now it's a brand new car, guys. You know, I'm just not really pushing it, so, but it does sound fantastic. The exhaust opens up. You know, obviously you got a sports setting on the steering. Fantastic feeling Mustang, to be honest. Wow, it's so nice. Let me just adjust this AC a little bit here. But yeah, this just feels so good. It's so playful. You can tell this thing just has tons of lateral grip. You know, we're doing 60. This just feels fantastic. So very exciting car, guys. Unfortunately I can't take it down longer. I got no gas. I don't want to run out, so we are just doing a quick turnaround here, guys. But this thing sounds fantastic. Can't go wrong with a Mustang Mach 1, to be honest. Let's do a quick turnaround here. Good turning radius. Now I'm not gonna floor it, guys, because I got much gas, but 10-speed seems a little bit harsh on that, but man, this thing just, it's so good to drive. So responsive, so planted, so this thing is just ready for the track, to be honest. So if you guys have the means of getting one of these, you know, this is an awesome car to have. Now, you know, if you guys saw, I just read, you know, I got the latest Car and Driver magazine where they do that, you know, the 10 best lap or the hottest lap, and you know, this you know, beat a M4 M3. So this thing lapped VIR on 150 or something, or 250. I can't remember the name exact one, but this thing's about 2 seconds faster than an M3. So you know, this has a lot to say about the ride, about the way Ford tuned this car. And this car can handle it. You know, this car is, you know, they give them some trash around, and this thing can handle it. So this is a strong car, reliable car, fantastic Coyote engine in this thing. It sounds, you know, it's such an orgasm to drive this. Now, of course, I would prefer the 6-speed manual, but you know, if you need the 10-speed automatic, it's very smooth. You know, there's a lot of, you can definitely you know, push this a lot on the track, and that'll be a little easier to drive, of course. But it's still a fantastic car. The suspension, it is a stiff suspension. Of course, you got some, you know, pretty low profile 19-inch, you know, Michelin Pilots 4Ss. It's got fantastic tires. It's got a fantastic suspension system with that Magna Ride, doing a lot of modifications. But this thing, you can tell, it just be such a hoot in the track. So I love to take this on a track and push it out. But fantastic car, guys. The brakes, the Brembos feel fantastic, strong brake pedal feel. Oh god, this is just, oh man, this thing is so awesome. Whew, man, this thing's, oof. Now, of course, the quality of the interior, yeah, it's not BMW, it's not European car, but who cares? You know, this is basically an engine, you know, that's capable. It's got a fantastic engine attached to a very capable chassis with suspension. You know, this is ready for action, you know, and this is not, yeah, I can drag this car, but this is tuned for the street. This is tuned for the road courses, for Sebring, for VIR. So if you're an enthusiast like that, this is the car to get. So big thank you and big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time in this Mustang Mach 1. This car has only got 14 miles on it, so it's basically brand new. You know, really do anything with it. We didn't take it anything quick or anything like that, but just hearing that exhaust note is fantastic. So big shout out to those guys. Thank you so much, Randy and Bartow Ford. So testing that reverse camera again. We're gonna back up between these two 2021 Mustangs here, as you saw in the video for the review. But fantastic car. Can't go wrong with a Mustang Mach 1. This car is just phenomenal. The steering, the weight, of course it is a stiff ride. This is a sports car. Of course, the cockpit is, it's still something to be desired, especially for around $60,000. But here you're buying performance. You're buying a car that's so capable in front of the track. This is what really counts. So, of course, as you get a pretty decent stereo. You got nav, you got your dual AC zone. I don't see any heated seats here at all, anything like that. You can option, but then again, I wouldn't do that kind of stuff. You're adding that stuff to more weight to a performance car is no. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Mach 1. I recommend one of these guys. You're gonna get some of these are going to be worth some cash, especially a 6-speed manual one with that awesome Tremec transmission. Get them now, guys, because there's not going to be a lot of them. This is number 475. We're already almost, so I'm sure they're not gonna build. This is a limited number car. I would highly recommend a Mustang Mach 1. Thank you so much to all who has subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have not subscribed, guys, if you enjoy this type of content, please support the channel by subscribing. You guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next video, guys, and some more. Woo, that sounded so awesome. Oh man. All right, guys, take care. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.